It's clear that it is love and kindness, in the sight of blindness that it is God's love and the failing brightness that's given us hope and no escape from the crisis. Apocalypse.
Chapter 16, The Obsidian Crucible. The Obsidian Mountains loomed like jagged teeth against a bruised sky. Their slopes shimmered with black crystals that pulsed violet. The air tasted metallic, charged with the static hum of the Vale's corruption. Darian led the seventh Zion up a narrow path, the lantern from Sundale flickering in his grip. Thalia, strumming a song, said, "These mountains, they're alive. Listen." A low, resonant frequency thrummed through the ground. Kale, gripping Oathkeeper, said, "The Vale's not just here. It's growing. Like a cancer." Lumina pressed a hand to an obsidian outcrop. The crystals, they're singing. In harmony with something deeper. A dirge. The ravine narrowed, its walls slick with black ice. Thalia's lyre strings vibrated without touch, countering the mountain's frequency. Thalia gritted her teeth. "It's a key. The Vale's tuning the crystals to block our powers. I need to disrupt the pattern." She slung her instrument over her shoulder and pulled a crystalline flute, a hammered dulcimer, and a theremin-like gauntlet from her bag of tricks. "Cover me. I'll crack their rhythm," she said. She played a frenetic melody on the flute, and the obsidian walls screamed. From fissures emerged obsidian wraiths, humanoid figures with glassy black skin and violet eyes, their forms flickering like bad dreams. The Wraith Alpha said, "The Saint's light, dull here. Weak. Like a candle in a hurricane." Kale, grinning fiercely, unsheathed Oathkeeper and a sawed-off shotgun strapped to his thigh. "Old school and new school," he quipped, blasting blasts of sanctified salt that burned Wraith's shadowy flesh. Darian's scythe, Eclipse's edge, materialized, golden light flaring. "Weak. You haven't seen weak. You've seen a flicker. Now watch the sun." The battle erupted. Thalia switched to the dulcimer, sending low-frequency waves that tripped the wraiths. Aric's rune axe, Frostbite, cracked with blue energy, cleaving through them. Myra and Kale moved like a single unit, their blades parrying shadow attacks. Charity stomped her hammer, Thunderer, triggering Hannah's pre-carved sigils, which erupted in golden flame. The wraiths were relentless, reforming from shards of obsidian. The Wraith Alpha laughed, "The Vale is eternal here. You are, temporary." A wraith lunged at Thalia. She ducked, and her theremin gauntlet flared, shattering its arm. Darian saw their chance and hurled an energy blast at the nearest wall. It shattered in a golden flare, and the wraiths dissolved temporarily. "Move. Now." Darian yelled. Deeper in the mountains, they found the Ashen Citadel, a fortress of blackened steel and crystal. Hannah's scrolls projected a holographic map. The scriptures and tomes call this a crucible of souls. The Vale's forging a weapon to amplify its reach. Lumina peered through a crack in the wall. Slaves. Human. Chained to machinery that mines the crystal. Inside, villagers from Ashvale and Sundale, gaunt and glassy-eyed, hauled carts. Overseers with violet whips patrolled, their forms half-shadow. Aric's frost runes flared. "I'll kill every last one of them." "Not yet," Myra said, grabbing his arm. "Those slaves won't survive a frontal assault." Seraphina unrolled a scroll of tactical runes. Thalia, East Corridor. Kale, Aric, and Charity, North Entrance. The rest of us, West Tunnels, move like ghosts. The group split up. Thalia's theremin gauntlet scrambled the Vale's alarms. Kale, Aric, and Charity took down overseers with silent efficiency. Darian, Shakina, Illyra, and Amara slipped west, healing chained slaves with psalms and light. A young girl named Bianca clung to Darian. "The voice is here. In the depths. It's growing. Angry," she whispered. "What voice, Bianca?" Darian asked. It says. The saint is a lie. The veil is truth. Surrender, and your pain ends. But, it's lying. I can feel it, she said. You're right, Darian said softly. It is lying. And we're here to shut it up. At the Citadel's heart was the Void Forge, a machine with a crimson core radiating anti-light. The air vibrated, making bones ache. Warden Vera emerged, a towering figure in armor fused with crystal. The saint. How predictable. You've come to die to the rhythm of your own failure. Darian's scythe blazed. You've been busy. But so have we. And we're not here to end a song. We're here to write a new one. The battle was a cacophony of clashing elements. Thalia played a counter melody that weakened the Wraith's cohesion. Myra and Kale provided suppressing fire, her pistols picking off overseers, his shotgun blasting salt to keep shadows at bay. Charity and Arik used a hammer and anvil tactic to finish off their enemies. Illyra and Amara wove a barrier of light to protect the freed slaves. But the core's power grew. Vera snarled, fools. The veil's song will drown yours. Your light is a fraud. The core pulsed, and a wave of anti-light shattered Thalia's instruments and jammed Myra's pistols. Darian, bleeding from his nose, yelled to Shakina, the cross direct its light at the core. Now. Golden light pierced the core's dark aura, and cracks spider-webbed across its surface. Vera screamed as her form unraveled. No. The veil promises eternity. You are nothing without your gift. As the core collapsed, a divine shaft of white light pierced the chamber, striking Darian's cross and spreading to each member of the group. Thalia's shattered instruments reassembled, glowing gold. Myra's pistols morphed into celestial flintlocks that fired ghost bullets. Kale's Oathkeeper blazed with a new light. His shotgun became a holy scattergun. Charity's hammer blazed with solar fire, Arik's axe crackled with lightning. Shakina, tears of joy and her heart growing wide and enlarging, said, It's choosing us. All of us. The group saw a vision. Myra saw bullets as prayers. Kale saw his scars as stories of survival. Darian saw his glow as a reminder that light is strongest when shared. Thalia saw music as a bridge between worlds. As the core exploded, Vera dissolved into ash. What is this? This isn't fair. Darian smiled. No, who would ever have expected that? It's the Lord's grace. And grace will never bow down to your shadows. It sees the fair heart and it's about love. As is written, blessed are the pure in heart. No, she gasped and wailed. No, no, it can't be. She began grasping to the last bit of breath and squirming for her own skin. The veil is in all of you. She died, only leaving a dark shard. The chamber erupted in golden light. The veil's frequency shattered, replaced by a new song, one of hope, unity, and 1,000 voices rising. The freed slaves gathered at the Doom Citadel's gates as dawn broke. Bianca, clutching a shard of the core, said, the voice, it's gone. But I hear something else. Softer. Hopeful. Thalia, composing a new ballad, said, we gave them back their song. And their voice. Darian said, they can use the shards, they may help, but maybe, just maybe, they too may find a taste of grace just like us today. Then truly I can say, they will be restored. They will be built up that they too can go forth. Kale, his Oathkeeper now warm to the touch, said, the veil's not done. But neither are we. And now, we've got back up. He nodded upward, where the divine light had faded but its warmth lingered. As they descended the mountains, they carried the freed slaves' gratitude and a new truth. The path to victory was never straight. But with faith, it was always worth the climb. Dagger, crossed swords, gemstones, sparkles, folded hands.